Welcome back to the First Seasons, everybody. It is week 29. We have a ton of progress to share with you on this walkthrough. We have got building wrap going on, so we're gonna have a little look at that. Got a bunch of framing work continuing to go on inside of the house. We've got trades all over the place. So currently the mic is not in noise canceling mode. I'm gonna switch it over once we go inside because it is hectic in there. We're about to have a plumber go past us with a whole roll of pipe on his shoulder. There he goes. Tons of action. That's how you do it, Sprucehill style. Let's jump in, let's go. Just wanted to kind of share the detailing that we've got going on here for the building wrap. So the Tyvek is coming up underneath this skirt piece that was installed as the window prep, which I think we showed in a previous video. So that Tyvek comes up underneath that. So we have our positive lap, right? One of the questions we ask on our project management knowledge test is like, what does positive lap mean? Well, positive lap means making sure the water sheds away from the home. If this was on the backside, then water would just go behind this layer, which is dumb. So make sure that you have your water shedding one over top of the next, right? That's how you do it. Nonetheless, this is all looking really good. We are getting very close to having the outside of this home be weatherproof, which is going to allow us to keep the inside of this home dry and maybe even get some heat on so that we can start really drying things out. Let's go inside and check out what's going on inside. All right, so the team is working on shear wall work, and that's what this is going on here. So usually the detailing is one nail every 3 or so inches around the perimeter of the sheet plywood. And then you're gonna see nails every 6 inches in the field. So the guys are just getting going on this. It's not finished nailed off. They've got most of the nails in. Now, what is the tricky part about shear wall blocking, shear walls, is the shear wall blocking, right? So over here, behind here, this is the blocking. And this piece of wood here is called shear wall blocking. And that allows us to nail the bottom of that sheet of plywood the whole way around the perimeter, right? If this wasn't here, these nails wouldn't be doing anything. So shear wall blocking helps the shear wall, and that's how that all goes together. Shear walls, shear wall blocking, the joys of living in a seismic area. The sunken living room here. So we've got the TV inlay done for the TV here. We've got the double-sided fireplace all framed up, ready to go, looking fantastic. Okay, so I lied. This is not a double-sided fireplace. It's two fireplaces backing onto each other. Hence why the viewing pane of this window, nice, long, linear, beautiful fireplace, fantastic for entertaining. And then on the other side for the informal family area, it's gonna be a smaller, more homey looking fireplace is my guess. The other thing that the guys have been working on is getting the deck reframed out here. Those are LVL floor joists. I am guessing that is being done so that we can minimize the joist height and maximize things going on down there. That is gonna be a very strong deck. Very strong indeed. Okay, so on site, Kyle, we have plumbers. We have electricians, which we've got wire over here. So on Monday, we had our box out walkthrough with a client. What the box out walkthrough is, we talked about it before, we'll talk about it again. You want to make sure that before you start pulling wires and plugs and switches, that you have your clients or your contractor, and if you're the client, walk through the home and get everything all nailed down and figure out where you want things to go. It is so easy to move a box. It is far more difficult if you have 6 or 8 wires coming into this box and then you want to move it. Again, if the sound today sucks, apologies. Like I've said before, we don't stop rolling. If they're making noise, they make noise. Production beats me yapping, so is what it is. Nonetheless, we've got wire going on already, looking fantastic. PVC, yes, we use it here too, but there's no like main floor below. This is the main floor. So who cares? Don't need to use cast iron. But yeah, we got PVC, we use it sometimes. Cast is still better. I'm not coming back, I'm not backing down off of that. Don't care, cast is still king. All right, now, okay, so in plumbers using Worsbro fittings. I really like this solution, and I definitely think I prefer this over PEX and crimping. The reason why I prefer Worsbro over PEX and crimps is because it is possible, believe it or not, to put PEX together and have the crimps there and it look like it's all nailed down. But it is possible to not actually get the crimp done and for it to actually hold pressure and hold water for a period of time. And then over time, it can release and let go of the pipe. So with the Worsbro system, the only way that you can do it is by stretching this collar. This goes on top of that, and life is good. Other reason I really like the Worsbro fitting is it does not reduce the inside diameter of the pipe, right? This pipe is stretched around this fitting, and so the inside diameter of the pipe doesn't get restricted at all with this system. So this for me is my preferred way to do things. I think there's a whole bunch of positive functionality about this stuff. I like it. This is my favorite system. And yes, System 15, PVC, works just perfect in this particular application. Beautiful stuff. Let's keep moving. I'm lying in bed. No, I'm not lying in bed. I'm not going there. But we do have plugs and switches on either side of the bed. So you can imagine in the future, there will be a bed here, and then we will have a switch here to turn off the lights in this room. I think, if I remember correctly, we're going to be going with Control 4 in this home, possibly. If you do go with Control 4, then that gives you the ability to actually have an all-off button by your bed, which means you can turn off every light to the home with press of one button. Instead of having to wander around the whole house, just off button, done. All the lights turn off. Very cool. All right, we're in the kitchen here. We have got a ton of action going on. We have got our plumbing pipe going in here, or water line rather, and then we have got our electrical all being spun up and pulled to the island. Tons and tons and tons of progress happening, all sorts of action, very exciting. Are we spending a lot of money every week at this address? Yes, we are. But are we also moving this project towards the finish line fast? Also, yes, we are. So, tons of progress. I think, we are really setting some benchmarks here in terms of like getting projects complete and done quickly. It's looking really, really good. We are in the basement area here now, and you'll recall that we were talking about how much ceiling height we had here, and there was all sorts of conversation about, well, too much height. We agreed. And so we have framed the ceiling down and we've created a vaulted effect in here. So it goes from about I'm going to say like 11 or 12 feet on that end to 10 feet on that end. So we've pulled the ceiling down a little bit. This cleans everything up and makes it look really, really cool. And how many basements have you been in that has a sloped ceiling like this? Like, you never see it. What a cool design feature. Absolutely stunning. Cannot wait to see how this sucker comes together. One can safely predict that there's going to be an electrical panel somewhere in this general vicinity because there's a lot of wire here. So I happen to have a pretty good idea that that is where a mechanical area is going to be, and there is going to be an electrical panel in there. Now, let's keep moving along here. I haven't counted, but I'm going to say that we have like 5 or 6 plumbers on site right now. We have 3 electricians. The more people you throw at the project, the faster it gets done, within reason. Obviously, like if people are climbing on top of one another, that becomes very inefficient. But we've got enough space here where everybody can be doing something and moving the project forward and making things make sense. So really, really great progress happening at this address right now. Well, I mean, the whole project's been going really well. So let's keep moving along, shall we? Come to work at Sprucehill and you get a good looking guy like Desmond come in and join us. He has been officially accepted into his apprenticeship.
Let's go.
So there's your card.
Let's go.
Yeah, you got your letter from Skilled Trades.
Sweet.
So that's that.
Beautiful.
But this is your beautiful card.
Beautiful. Awesome. Thank you so much, sir.
Congratulations, buddy.
Appreciate you.
We want to grow our people. You should come work at Sprucehill.
It's a good time.
That's a wrap on today's walkthrough, everybody. If you have a home you're dreaming about renovating, we would love to work with you. Reach out, phone, web, whatever works for you. We'd love to hear from you. We would love to be your partners in success. And we do pretty good work, I think, anyways. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel. We're so close to 500 subscribers on YouTube. Trying to get to that 500 mark by the end of the year. Sure would appreciate your support. It's free, it doesn't cost you anything to subscribe, so please subscribe to the channel. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Stay awesome. Catch you next time. Bye now.